Welcome to Making Video Games with Python Lesson 14. In this video, we're going to explore a little bit deeper how we do collision testing using the game library and also how to check for multiple collisions. So let's get to it. So going to our game object class in the game library, we already used collided with in Zombie Thanksgiving to check to see if the zombie collided with the turkey, or in other words, the zombie biting the turkey. We saw that we had to provide an object to check the collision. And then there was this additional parameter that we didn't play with, this shape parameter. So by default, when you don't provide anything, the collision testing is using a circular object around our image or our animation to check for collision. It might make more sense when we kind of see what's actually happening. So each image has a variable, each image, each animation, actually each game object has a collision border variable, which can be set to either circle or rectangle. So let's run the game. And as we look at this, we can see here a circle around the Flappy Birds is appropriate. We're kind of really encompassing this the Flappy Birds. A circle around the ring also works. But circles around the pipes and the bar don't work. Because notice down here, the circle isn't covering this area, so the collision testing is not going to work. Same thing with the circle for the bar. Notice this area of the bar and this area of the bar is not being checked. And you got this big empty space over here that our two circles will collide to suggest we have a collision, but there really isn't a collision. So the better way to do collision testing for certain objects is to not wrap them in circles, but to wrap them with rectangles. And you know what? Let me change the bird to rectangle as well. Just to show you that even though the circle worked fine for the bird, that a rectangle will work as well. So hopefully you can appreciate the bar is definitely being enclosed. The pipe is definitely being enclosed a lot better with the rectangle, and so is the bar. Again, we didn't have that awkward big space here, and we're covering all the areas of the bar and of the pipe. Now, looking at the bird, we do notice that the box does fit the bird, but there are some corners here that our collision detection will come back as being true because, again, it's colliding with the corner. Again, for what we're doing, we're going to just accept those slight inaccuracies in our collision testing. All right, so let's see how we can now detect if, let's say, we've collided with the bar. So we're going to say bird dot collided with bar, but now we're going to suggest, or we're going to specify more than just suggest, the fact that we want rectangular collision testing, not circular. Remember, the collision borders up here are simply for show. You actually have to specify the word rectangle with collided with. And for this point, let's just end the game. So say game over equals true. So the minute we collide with the bar, that's it, we're done. All right, so let's see that happen. Boom, we're ready to go. And now let's add the pipes. So the idea is that whether we collide with the bar, or we collide with the top pipe, or we collide with the bottom pipe, the game's going to be over. So hopefully you kind of heard in my scenario, we're going to use the OR logical operator. So let's say pipe top collided with. Oops, I guess we could do it that way, but I'll rather do it this way. Let's say the bird collided with pop type. So I think this was discussed in Zombie Thanksgiving that the order doesn't matter. Whether the bird collides with the pipe or the pipe collides with the bird, it's still a collision. But from a readability point of view, again, it's the bird that's the acting agent here. So it's really the bird colliding with the bar. And let's say the bird collided with the bottom pipe. And let's also specify. So notice this is becoming a very long if statement, which is okay. Let's make sure we got that last, and let's give it a try. So let's try to collide with the top pipe. Boom, game is over. Let's run it again. And let's collide with that bottom pipe. Boom, game is over. All right, let's go to our presentation. Let's review what we've done. So in this video, we explored how it may be more appropriate to use rectangles as part of our collision testing rather than using circular collision testing. We could check for multiple collisions by simply using the logical OR operator and then just check to see if our particular object has collided with any of the other objects. So we're getting real close to the end, and hopefully you're excited. Enjoy.